So system down is basically you lose to machines. Yeah.
After they've built up the graveyard and they're getting ready for a big play, and then you just go.
Seth threw this in because he apparently sides it. My body is shield.
No, I just saw it and I was like, "What? What do you think?" And you're just like, "Whatever."
It's not a terrible card. Pay 1,500 life points. Negate destruction of any kind. You can actually.
I think it's monster. Is it monster or is it card?
Yeah, it is a monster.
Yeah.
Okay, negates monster destruction. Not too familiar with the card, but I have seen it used against me, and it has been annoying. But you know. It's okay, but if you have other options, you could probably go with them, because this is just meh.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know why.
Like I said, I saw it, and I was like, what do you think? And you're just like, whatever. So like, okay.
I don't know why I made the video, but anyway.
Anyway.
Some people don't like this card, but I personally absolutely hate Glad Beasts right now. So...
With a passion.
Yes, with a fiery passion. It's one of the few decks that actually beats me most of the time. Corridor of Agony. Monsters that are special summoned from the main deck cannot activate their effects. Their effects are negated. They cannot declare an attack as long as they're made face up on the field. So
wait, it says that?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's Glad Beasts don't like it at all. Obviously, a good Glad Beast player can play around it, but it still slows them down a lot. Yeah, good card. I might have to side 2 of these next regionals because I lost to Glad Beast out of the matchups I lost. MST, if you don't main it, side it, just in case you run into that random stall deck or keepers or anything that runs a lot of back row. Most likely keepers, Dragoonities, and...
I don't know anything this format, like, because this format's retarded.
Now, mind you, MST is not anywhere near as good as it used to be because Heavy Storm got banned, so everyone's like, set 5 and go, and they probably set bait, so MST only hits one of them. But MST is really good about hitting face-up cards that you already know what they are, such as continuous spells for samurais, or field...
Which shall be... That shall stay unnamed.
Yes. And face-up field cards for
Gravekeepers, Dragoonities.
Yeah, and even if you're worried about oppression or continuous traps, like Royal Decree, you can obviously hit this too. Now, onto the traps. Gatom's Emergency Call. I wonder what you would side this against. Oh, X-Sabers.
Flamballs.
Yes, obviously. Gatom's Emergency Call. As long as there's an X-Saber on the field, you can activate this. You get to pull 2 X-Sabers from either player's graveyard to your field, and it's a monster reborn form, so you get to keep them. So, yeah, cool. They have a partial in defense mode. They end their turn. You flip it and take their 2 Commander Gothams.
Or you wait for them to play their Gothams and you chain take their targets.
Take their Gothams. So, yeah, it's just really good. Crevice into the different dimension. This card has single-handedly won me games. This card is basically a double DD Crow, but it's a trap, so it's not as fast. And it's easier to stop because DD Crow comes in the hand. But Crevice requires you to clear a type.
Yes. Attribute.
Is it attribute? Attribute. Okay. Attribute. And you get to remove 2 of that attribute from either player's graveyard. Generally, you side this against frogs, Lightsworn, and fish. You basically go water, take their 2 Treeborns, or their Treeborn and the Rodent Toad for frogs.
Or whatever the hell you need to.
And if you're playing against Lightsworns, you make sure they don't ever have 4 Lightsworns in the graveyard so they can't drop JD. Or Chaos, you can make sure that they don't have a Plague Spreader or whatever. You know, just play smart. Good Yu-Gi-Oh's good Yu-Gi-Oh. But Crevice, great card. Personal recommendation from Roy St. Clair and Robbie Stargell. Master Restrict. Basically, you lose to Frog Arcs. Unless they draw MST.
Or unless you're playing in the mirror match with Frog Arcs and you sided it.
Which I know someone that does that. But
that was funny.
Master Restrict. No cards can be tributed under any circumstance. Which includes Stardust Dragon for his negation effect. So you can play this and then Dark Hole of Stardust, believe it or not. It's kind of stupid that you can kill Stardust with Dark Hole with this on, but yeah, it works. And yeah, basically this is my side against frogs, along with Crevice. Starlight Road against big destruction cards. You can side this against Sabers if you don't think they're going to trap stun you for Hunlai, but you'll be wrong because they do that every time. If they're a good player. You can side this against Blackwings very well because Icarus. I know Icarus is at 2. But this stops Icarus. This also stops Delta Crow very well, assuming they don't do it as soon as you set it. But this card has won me many games against
Rose.
Black Wings.
And Black Rose.
And Black Rose.
Like, for the person who's still using that Plant Synchro deck for whatever reason.
Yeah, Black Rose Dragon. But anyway, yeah. And this also helps against Light Swarms because they have Celestia and JD. If you're worried about Light Swarms, most people aren't. Until you play me.
Or Jake Wiki.
Or Jake. Yeah. This is another one of my goofy little sides that I have every now and then. Trap Hole if I'm worried about the Gemini Stones. Because basically all you have to do to beat that deck is don't let them summon. Bottomless and normal Trap Holes. Some people already made Bottomless generally. And Warnings. But this is just a little extra if you're worried about it. You can Trap Hole their monsters and yeah, they're done. 7 Tools of the Bandit against trap heavy decks, counter fairies, anything you're worried about them warning or solemn. If you don't main this already, it's not a bad idea. 1,000 life points negated trap card, and it's a counter trap, so it can hit anything, including Solemn Judgment.
You pay half, I'll pay 1,000.
Goes in match. If you're running a solid deck that runs on one attribute, you can side this against Samurais, which is ironic because they're actually on the card. But goes in match, allows only one attribute for each player on their side of the field, so it kind of messes with Samurais a lot. You wouldn't side this if you were running decks that had multiple attributes, like the Doppel Warriors or a Chaos deck, or my build a Light Swarm because it's not just light. But you can side this if you're running Dragonities or Black Wings or anything that's just straight one element, or probably fish too, or frogs.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. Chivalry. Chivalry. Little card not too many people know about. Activate only during the battle phase when the effect of an opponent's effect monster is activated. Negate the activation and destroy that card. It's a counter trap. This can stop Stardust. It can stop Gladiator Beasts. It can
Don't have to worry about Goyo anymore.
Yeah, well, it used to stop Goyo, but yeah, not anymore. It can stop a lot of things. Sangan Surge, anything like that. Chivalry can stop it. If you're worried about battle phase effects, this is a decent side card too. And it's actually not that expensive, even though it came in, I think, dual strap. Yeah.
Really? It came in dual strap?
Yep, for whatever reason, no one values it very high.
So good.
This is also a big screw you to people that play lots of warnings and solemn judgments. They're going to do that, burn their life points down, hoping they can win by the 2,000 they have left. You set Magical Cylinder, they swing with Stardust, you win. I've won single-handedly off this card many times. Back when I was playing a Magician build a long time ago, there's this kid. I swung with Arcanite Magician who had 4 tokens on him one turn. He brain controlled it the next turn and attacked without popping, and I flipped my Magical Cylinder and finished him. For whatever reason, he decided not to pop it. But anyway, Magical Cylinder is a good surprise card to get against your opponent. They are not ready for this. When they see back row, they're thinking Mirror Force or DP. Not Magical Cylinders. They don't think their life points are in danger, so they might recklessly attack with a big one. If they're bad.
Like a Stardust if they think you've got a Mirror Force. Or a Sakuretsu, or if you're in it for whatever reason.
Dos Tornado, another side against Spell and Trap heavy cards. It's just a MST for your turn. Or it's a trap card, MST. And the other card for high synchro materials is Tuner Scheme.
This card's funny.
Yeah. Activate only when a monster is synchro summoned. Activate only when a synchro summon monster is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field. Take control of the synchro monster. Remove it from play when it's destroyed. Destroy this card when the monster is removed from the field. However, it does not say when this card is destroyed, give control back to your opponent. So, you activate this, and they try and chain MST. They just wasted an MST. You still get the monster. It goes through. But, yeah. Actually, that's false. This is continuous.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, yeah, it's a continuous. It has to stay up to resolve.
We're good.
Yeah. If it resolves, then it's a waste of an MST or a Chune.
Don't listen to Shamus when he's talking 10 o'clock at night. But anyway, I hope that helped. Side decking is a very important part of the game. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at TeamShenanigansYGO@gmail.com.
Or just leave a comment.
Or leave a message.
That would probably be easier since you're probably watching this on YouTube.
Yep.
Unless someone leaks this somehow. I don't know, but you know, whatever.
But yeah, that's our tips for siding. Comment, rate, enjoy.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.